I'm not the person there, but I do know whatever they've done right now.
One
second, what they've done right now. 1 second.
I can answer your question.
I know, but I'm saying 1 second. But I had more to say. That's great.
What do you get? What do you get out of going public? Do you want me to answer it?
1 second. You can answer. Can you give me time to land and then answer it? Thank you. All right, man.
Welcome, man. I'll answer it.
This happens every week.
I feel like I've gone.
Boys, we've got a special guest. Very special guest. Is an icon of football media in this country and snooker, obviously. So big in snooker.
Huh?
Yeah.
Is it?
Eurosport.
Huge.
That's mad. I was watching the Ronnie Rocket documentary yesterday.
Ronnie Rocket.
You like it?
If you don't know, don't comment on it.
I'm asking. I'm
You said
asking.
it
Put me on game.
You said it like he was coming for me. Like.
No, you're defensive. You're just defensive. Like, Ronnie Rocket. What gone?
Oh, okay, cool. If you don't know, you don't know.
No, but teach.
You don't know who Ronnie Rocket is?
No, that's what I'm asking you.
You're crazy. The greatest snooker player of all time.
Okay.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, the Rocket.
What a player.
Yeah. But anyway, carry on. Introduction. You got.
It's gonna be big now.
Yeah. Boys, we're joined by TalkSport's Andy Goldstein. And before we get into anything, Andy, was Jermaine Defoe better than Darren Bent?
No. Of course not.
That's real loyalty, you know.
I think yes.
As what though? A striker or just?
Well, not a left back.
Just as a person, as a human.
Listen, I worked with Benny 4 till 7 weekdays. TalkSport.
Quick little plug there. Yeah.
So 1089, 1053 medium wave.
He's in Finland right now, I believe.
He is, yeah. Freebie.
I saw the tags. Yeah,
You saw that? Okay.
Makes sense. I was thinking, what black man is going to go to Finland?
How you doing, man? My brother went to Finland a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, but he's out there though. He's in the mountains with like deer and
snow
stuff.
and that. Yeah.
Minus 15 is out there.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Minus 15.
Yeah,
He texted me saying it's cold, and I went, yeah, I know it is. There's a lot of snow around here.
But yeah, he's better than Jermaine Defoe. Yeah.
Yes, of course he is. Yeah. Could you work out who the best one in here is?
Oh, that's a great question. Great question.
If you got a call tomorrow and they said, look, we haven't got any money for a podcast, it's just going to be you and one of them.
Oh, that's a question.
That's a good question. I like.
I tell you what, it's tough because Dan is like an icon of podcasting. But
Is he?
The best guest. The best guest you can get.
Ad-lib.
Yeah. Poet is a great number 2. Iconic. One of the first podcasters in our scene.
Second striker.
MARGS is the number 1 on his show.
Okay.
And Lippy's now just started a show where he's the number 1.
I'm a boxing champion as well.
And he's a boxing champion, yeah.
I'm not looking for any trouble, right? It was just a question. You'd
have to pick Lippy because you never know what he's going to say.
Are you picking him because you're scared of picking someone else?
I beat up Lippy.
But it'll be quick, but I might scratch him or something like that.
Does that mean if everyone here had a fight, like a Royal Rumble, would he be last man standing?
No.
Dan's a proper boxer as well.
You look at his nails.
I'll be honest, right now I'm going out kind of quick still. The weight, I'm light.
I'd have to end the fight in size 6.
You were saying that very quietly so he can't hear you.
Nah, I said I've been calling them out for the past couple of years.
Why won't you fight him?
I'm just waiting for the contracts.
That's the one person I wouldn't fight. YouTube already don't like it when I'm not nice to him.
Oh, that's mad.
But that's the whole point. That's why I want to fight.
He's such a.
They think that his glamour muscles mean he can fight.
Nah, not necessarily. Muscles don't mean nothing.
Wow.
Who win out a fight? Are you and Benny?
I'll do well to come second in that. I think the referee would just be stamping on my hands when I'm on the floor.
He's not an aggressive man though, Bent.
No, he's not. I said to Bentley the other day, would you give Tyson Fury 100 punches to his face if after the 100th he was still standing, he'd have one at you?
So you got to back yourself to put him down.
What, no glove?
So you got 100, bang, 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 and he's just standing like that. And if after the 100th punch he's still standing, he's got one at you.
So basically, are you backing yourself to put him down?
10 punches, 1, 2, as hard as then you get tired.
You can have a little break, like maybe 10 years in between a punch.
Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, you would need a break.
Yeah,
and maybe be able to slip an elbow at 50.
I think you'd want to try and get him out of there quickly. If you give him time to let his chin recover, you're better off just lumping him 100 times.
Imagine getting to 80 and he's still standing though.
Yeah, it's disheartening, man.
Yeah.
You're just making him angry.
He does. He's not got the best chin though. He does go down.
He does go over. That's the thing. So,
But he does get up, though.
He gets up.
Yeah, he's got heart.
But if he goes down, that's the conditions though. He can't hit you.
Yeah. He's got to drop.
Do you and Benny ever fight? Not physically, but like.
No, not at all. I get on with him really well. He's great.
What, working together every day? There's never been any point where you've been like at each other's throats.
No, because he knows I'm always right. So he's never ever going to disagree with me.
There's that.
He's brilliant. You know, I did like 10 years with Cundy in the evening.
Oh, that must have been beautiful.
Thanks, man. It's really difficult to get that connection with someone else, but instantly when I met Benty, I thought
It's good whenever you're on the radio, like you'll be off on a tangent or something, and then you go, "What do you reckon, Benty?" You go, "Yeah, I'm having that."
Yeah, you know why he does that, right? Because there's loads of screens in front of him, and he's reading texts and tweets come in, and he'll be like that, and I go, "What do you reckon, Benty?" And I go, what? Yeah, like that. That's why he says it. It's like
so who's better than Cundy or Bent?
Who's what? Sorry.
Who's better, Cundy or Bent?
Who's better in a partnership?
Oh, do you want to go down that? Who's your favourite out of this lot?
Oh, Jordy would tell you no problem. No, straight away. Well, I got a list.
I love them both. Right?
Oh.
There doesn't need to be a winner.
Okay.
I couldn't. It's like asking which is my favourite child out of actually.
Oh,
my
you could
eldest,
answer that.
my
You could
eldest.
answer
Yeah, you can answer that.
Everyone's got a favourite.
Is it the oldest?
My oldest is too much like me.
That must you must like them then.
It's the daughter. It's always the daughter.
It's got to be the daughter.
Yeah.
That's it.
Have you all got kids? Everyone got kids here?
No, I ain't
Nah,
got
some of us are firing blanks.
Have you got no kids? Why have you? Are you
What do you mean why?
why have you not got any children?
I haven't tried. Yes, you have.
Ever?
Yes, you have.
Oh, he's tried. Trust me, he's tried. He's tried.
Yeah, I haven't tried. I haven't signed that deal yet.
All right. Now, why have you not got kids?
Same answer as him.
No, he's tried. He's tried. He's
Ain't
tried.
signed that deal yet. When I sign that deal, I want to try to get it right.
Are you married?
No.
Now, none of us here are married though.
Are you not?
That's too far.
None of you here are married.
You're getting too far now. It's the wrong show.
How old is you? You got married at like 22, innit?
No, I was 33 when I got married.
Oh, was it?
See, that's the age I want to get married. By the way.
It's a good age, you know.
I'm a lot older than you think I am. I look about sort of 27.
No, I found out how old you are. By the way, I can't believe it.
I look amazing, right?
You do look good.
Oh,
yeah.
come on. I look.
You look better than Tego.
What's that?
T ain't even you look good age yet.
No, but like
You do look good.
when you find
Thank
out how old he
you,
is,
Andy, I appreciate that.
when you find out how old he is, you'll see he looks better than Tego.
let me Google.
See, Miles out of control. Miles is out of control.
What's your name again?
Andy, ask Miles how old he is.
How old are you?
Do your Googles.
If only you had a Wikipedia page. I'm joking. You threw the first one, all right?
Hey, that tennis match was good.
You threw the first one, okay?
Oh, Andy Goldstein. Oh, okay. You're a Gemini, yeah?
No. Do you know you're the only man that's ever asked me?
I'm sure you start signing off couple man.
I am a Gemini.
Yeah, so am I, man. Well done.
Oh, kindred spirits, man.
As a Manchester United fan now,
Yes.
could just quickly, how does it feel? Because you're with a Man United fan,
Yeah.
and this is a Man United fan,
Yeah.
but I know how they feel. You're this age. How do you feel?
Fantastic, thank you. How are you? Listen, you can't dominate like United dominated. That can't keep going. It's got to end, right?
No, Real Madrid didn't have to end for them.
Yeah, but they're in a league where there's only 2 teams, 3 at best. So, when you've got over 25 years of success, and also a lot of that success was built on the class of 92 coming through, which will never happen again. You'll never get an abundance of talent through the youth system that all start and all play for 10 years together.
So you've given up.
No, I haven't given up. I'll never give up. Who is it here that was saying they're going to? Who's the Chelsea fan? Who's that? You were saying you're going to support Fulham again.
I didn't say that.
Again, it's the mad team.
He panicked.
No. But you were questioning, where your team go, right? Because I think Chelsea are in a much worse place than United are. Oh, it's close, but
Manchester and West London, definitely not worst place.
not the actual place. I'm talking about where the teams are, right?
No, but Manchester's the greatest city in the world. Don't let him do
Yes,
that.
no, it is. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
It is good.
For that raving. But when the sun comes up, nah. You can see what the buildings really look like. You're like,
And the people.
yeah, nah.
No, but there's no hope in Chelsea right now.
I mean, there is, but
Where's your hope?
Money.
Point to your beacon of light.
Money.
This is money.
Cole
more,
Palmer.
more change. I just want more change.
So your hope is no hope.
But do you not think it's mad the amount of money you've spent and you're still players short?
Look, it's not my money, and I'm not in charge of the ship anymore. If I was, it would look different, and we all know that.
Director
When
of
I was at
football
the
down.
helm,
Yeah.
it was different.
But it's funny because Man United are spending money on things to happen now, and Chelsea are spending money on things to happen like in 3-4 years' time. So Chelsea still might happen, but for you, man, right now,
Yeah.
it stinks.
Tomorrow isn't
It's
promised.
bad.
I thought we were getting on earlier on, and now you just... yeah, we are spending money for success right now, and it's not working. You know, I really liked Casemiro last season, but 70 million and 350 grand a week is a bit nuts for someone of his age.
Stick or twist though, Ten Hag.
Stick.
Because where's your hope?
My hope is the start of next season.
Why?
No, my hope is... It was difficult. Like last season, you know, we got top 4. We got League
Because
Cup.
Liverpool and Chelsea punted on the season.
Don't
Yeah,
matter, we still
well,
got it.
We
Okay,
we
still got
haven't.
it. I mean, you're getting knocked out of the Champions League in the group stages, but you did get it.
All right, T man.
I'm just saying, like, where's the hope?
but
Find me hope.
He's a guest. Be nice, man.
Jordy's had enough.
He was going for it. Who's your team?
I support a team.
He used to support.
Well, hold on a minute.
It's Arsenal.
Exactly. Ask him his former team.
It's Arsenal.
What do you mean you don't
Right,
support a team?
right now. Do you know who I support right now? Do you know who I support right now? Bournemouth.
Okay.
What a result!
What a result.
What a result!
Before... So how can you not support a team?
Because it was so bad under
You
Wenger.
didn't stop supporting Arsenal.
He did.
Yeah.
He said he left when Wenger left.
Yeah. Which is fair enough, though.
No, you can't.
He
You
left way
can't.
before that. He left way
You
before
probably wish you left when Fergie left.
No. Because you support them through thick and thin, right? You can't just...
Look, supporting through thick and thin is one way to look at it. I think the other way to look at it is, what do you support? When you support Man United, right? And it was owned by a family, and it had a manager for 25 years.
So when
Hold
you-
on,
when
what the hell are
started
you
Snoop-
doing?
Because he's waffling right now.
No, he's not.
He's waffling.
He's
So
literally,
Andy, me and you let's
Let's talk snooker.
talk
he's
snooker.
literally asked.
He just started another
He's
combo
literally just
to
asked me
the
a que-
same
He's
person.
literally just asked me a question, so I'm just going to answer it. You support an owner.
Is this me or...
No, it's Man United fans.
Right.
It's any fan base. Once your ownership changes, your manager changes, everyone at the club changes, the tea lady, every single player,
The tea lady.
everyone's gone, and then it starts again. What do you support? You support some shirts. You support laundry. That's what you support.
Can I ask though, right? When you're talking to me about supporting a team and you don't, it feels like a virgin's talking to me about having sex with a woman. Right? So like, do you know what I mean? It's like,
now?
Fight back.
Because I get to be objective.
no, but we can all be objective, but you've got to have a team. You've got to say, because my team, you've got to be able to do that.
I could change my team every year, though.
You can't change your team.
Yeah, that's horrible.
You can't.
It stinks. It
can't.
does stink. It
Because
stinks.
you don't choose your team, it chooses you, right?
Facts.
One chooses the wizard.
Okay, that's a nice Manchester accent there. How did Manchester United choose you?
Because I was born in Sale.
There you go. Well, okay, fair.
Hold on, I wasn't, but I wanted to win that argument, right?
I think you were scanning. I was scanning the stories of the interviews.
I know, I support Man United because my dad used to be the official photographer for United, so would come down for cup finals.
That's worried.
So I would then meet all my heroes. I'd be like Brian Robson and Ray Wilkins and Gary Bailey. And
You're showing your age.
I know, yeah. This is just after the Second World War. And so I was meeting all these players. So when I was at school, everyone was supporting Liverpool and Arsenal, Spurs and West Ham. And I was like, I'm going to support United.
That's class. Marks, what did your dad do with Man United?
So listen, yeah, regarding United, yeah, if you had to rank them in order, like, say what the problem is, so they go with ownership,
Yeah.
players, gaffer.
Okay, owners without a doubt.
That's one.
Yeah.
I'm going players one, man.
Players and management equal.
No. You got to pick. No, you got to pick one.
The players have been terrible,
pick
man.
one, you gotta pick one,
I'm
Andy.
definitely more onto the players.
Yeah,
than
but
the gaffer.
I tell you why, because I think if a team wins the Premier League or wins an FA Cup or whatever, you always pat the manager on the back, right?
Yeah.
And it's his job to manage the players and get the best out of them.
So who is it? Player or manager?
I think it's a bit of both.
No, Andy, pick one.
It is both. It is
No,
both.
no,
It is
no,
both.
it's
It
not.
is
No,
both,
you won't.
man.
No, it's
Well,
not
luckily,
both. It's not
this
both.
episode today, we are going to find out the answer to that question because we're going to be running down the top 10 most disappointing Manchester United players since Sir Alex Ferguson left.
Okay.
Now, we did votes. We've all done a top 10. We've all figured it out. So
Wow.
it's official. It's an official list.
Okay.
It's sourced.
I've done
And
the
Manchester
top
United
29.
fan votes counted for more because
I
we're
like
trying
that.
to
I like that. That
even the
makes
playing
sense.
field a little bit.
This is amongst you guys, right?
Yes,
Okay.
a lot of Arsenal fans vote in. Maybe they have skewed perspectives, so we've made sure that Man United fan votes are worth more in this list.
Dan, is there something you wanted to say?
Yeah, I didn't get my listing. I didn't realize that was this episode.
We told you to send it, man.
I know. I thought it meant for the next episode.
Have you got it on you?
I've got half a list.
Yeah. I'm going to introduce the panel from my right to my left. His name's Savage Dan. He never, ever, ever sends me a list.
I do often.
No,
it comes
you do
late.
not.
It comes late, but I'm a bad trainer.
By that time, I can't even put him in. Next on the panel, don't look at his Twitter. No major announcement coming in the middle of the night for no reason that all the blogs are covering. His name's Poet.
What have you done now? What have you
No,
done now?
Absolutely nothing. I sent my listing to TEGO. That's what I
Yes,
did.
thank you. I appreciate
No
that.
problem, my guy. My name's Poet. I sent my listing. What?
You said buy to Gasworks, innit?
No.
Next on the panel, he's got his own podcast now. Let Me Land. He owns that phrase, by the way. Even if someone else has trademarked it.
Yep, I saw that. on
Someone
Instagram.
trademarked it.
Yeah, them though.
You serious?
It wouldn't stand up in court. It's fine. You're all right.
Just spell it different. Let me landy or something.
Let me landy. Let me land.
Let me landy.
Can you do let me land and see the me? Put an I.
Yeah, nah, man, I'm
Nah,
not.
yeah,
That won't work. Anyway, his name's Lippy.
Let him land.
I've landed.
Next on the panel, he's been doing rap challenges for Red Bull.
Is it?
This is a new string to his bow. His name's Jordy.
Yeah, but that's brand work. You don't need to say that.
What have you been doing? Rap?
Yeah.
He's a rapper.
He's a rapper.
Let me ask you this. Do you think the streets are rappers?
Nah, they're like spoken word.
I had this conversation with someone at Virgin Radio. They're not, are they?
No.
Good, okay.
They're
we
like
agree.
spoken word. Jordan, not Jordan. I watched Godfather 1 and 2. Should I watch 3?
Of course
No.
you should. Just to finish the trilogy.
It's not part of the trilogy.
But you might as well, though, because they spent millions of pounds making it. So you can listen to him or the person who made the film.
I've heard from him.
What? Miles Mason? Nah, you gone too far.
What do you think the best trilogy is?
Star Wars.
What? Oh, he's one of those. Have you got a lightsaber?
The original one. Star Wars, Empire, and Return of the Jedi.
Although, does it count as a trilogy now if there's like 10 of them?
That's the problem.
Lord of the Rings, man.
Lord of the Rings wins.
Lord of the Rings is up there, man.
Is there only 3 of them? Yeah, there
Harry
is.
Potter, man. Let's be serious.
You don't watch Harry Potter, do you?
He loves Harry Potter.
I'm the master of death.
Harry Potter's better than Lord of the Rings.
I don't know what that means.
I don't think you want to.
I'm the master of death. You can't say that to our guests.
Harry Potter.
Yeah, but as in you watched it as a kid, but you don't watch it now. Or read
Oh, I
it.
watched it like
I
3
watched
weeks
it the
ago.
other day, yeah.
It's Christmas time anyway now, so we're going to watch them all. We've got to watch them all again.
Can I just ask one question? Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Of course it is.
Fine, okay. We
Anything with Bruce Willis.
Okay, yeah.
No, not anything. No, 6 Cent.
Bruce Willis is Santa, apparently.
Anything with Bruce
I like the idea that anything Bruce Willis does, it's Christmas.
There's certain films that there's certain people in it. It's a Christmas film.
Next on the panel, he's got his live show in Birmingham last week. This week.
It happened.
It happened
16th.
already.
It was good. It was
Congratulations.
an amazing.
You've
It
done
was
well.
amazing success.
What was the best part
Thanks
of it?
everybody that came out. Huh?
What's the best part?
Anything that I was involved
All
in.
of the parts.
Just all of it. It was great. Thank you lot for coming out and supporting me, man. You know what it is. Favourite Stratford Ender. Bear me in the Stratford End.
Next on the panel, we've got TalkSport's Andy Goldstein, who is, like I say, man, TalkSport, snooker, Soccer AM,
Soccer AM.
Yes.
pioneer.
By the way, I didn't know you was on Soccer AM. And on my notes, I've got, how come you didn't go on TV, Face for Radios?
Okay. Is there a question there? Or you just
No, I mean,
a statement.
you've ruined my notes, basically.
sorry. Okay.
It was on Mastermind the other day.
Yeah.
What? Are you smart?
Celebrity Mastermind.
Oh, you're not smart.
Did you win?
No, I lost my point. I was devastated.
Oh, unlucky.
Because you get a trophy, and I love trophies. I was gutted about that.
You're not used to them lately, are you?
Won one last year. Man.
Thought we were getting on, right?
Gemini thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm a Gemini too.
Oh, my
Do you want to
God.
be buried in the Stretford End?
What? It's now?
No, when
All
it's
right.
time.
I thought this was going all right today.
No,
but-
when the time comes.
No, I don't want to be buried in Stretford End. No.
See, the love's not the same.
Do you?
Huh?
Do you want to be buried in
I
Stretford?
mean, it's a thing.
Surely there aren't people buried in Stretford.
Huh?
Stretford End, are there?
Not yet, but I'm going to be the first.
Last but not least, I'm trying to think of something that he's doing right now. His name's Miles. He's...
Just ask me.
What are you up to right now, Miles?
Is that merch?
That's why the jacket has an M.
He's got your own tracksuits. You're not even going to tell the man them. You can't just pull up in your own.
Come on, man. Miles, aka Wiles, aka the best looking guy on YouTube. We got a podcast? What is it?
Oh yeah, we do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna be my co-host on boxer's mouthpiece.
How long do you think this works?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Hey, that would be so cold, you know. That would be class.
We're there.
Miles stays up to watch Devin Haney and.
I didn't watch it, but
Great fight. I'll tell you about it.
Henry got outclassed, won every round.
Yeah, man, it was good fight. Yeah, it's me, Miles, best looking guy on YouTube. Here next to Goldstein.
Is that by your own admission or you're told
That's
that?
what the consensus say. I just ran
There's
with it.
not a consensus.
I'm not going to disagree because you're a good-looking lad.
Thank you. But we move.
We do.
He's the
All right,
guy.
boys. The top 10. I'm going to read you out some players who got votes who did not make our top 10 of players who have been the most disappointing since Alex Ferguson left. When did he leave?
2013.
That's 10 years. 10 and a bit years now. Abject failure. Here are some players who got votes who didn't make the list. Marcus Rashford.
What?
Didn't make it.
He should never been in that
I'm
list.
glad.
Are you lot mad?
Are you not disappointed by Marcus Rashford?
And you said your list is good. And you had Rashford in your list.
You're not disappointed by Marcus Rashford, the way he started?
What, of top 10 poor United players?
You're crazy.
You're not disappointed by Marcus Rashford. He hasn't disappointed you in the time since Ferguson left.
Every single one of them's been disappointing.
Disappointing
but
and top
Marcus
10 is
Rashford
different.
not. What are we doing?
Well, another player who got votes didn't make the list, Henrik Mkhitaryan.
What is this? Disappointment comes from an expectation, right?
Exactly.
I don't expect Mkhitaryan
You
to
didn't
do
expect
anything.
Mkhitaryan to be good. You didn't expect Mkhitaryan to be good.
Hey, Miles, I'm with you. Miles, when he signed with some higher profile players.
Exactly.
Which meant that his
So I thought he'd be
expectation-
good with
Nah,
them.
the expectation was really
Zlatan,
not on him.
Pogba, Mkhitaryan.
It was on Pogba
I thought he'd be good.
and Zlatan.
Was he a
really.
prime Mkhitaryan?
Yes.
No, he wasn't.
Basically.
A player who got votes who didn't make the top 10 is Donny van der Beek.
What?
He should
I
be
didn't
in the
vote
list.
for him.
That needs to be there.
I said
That
he
needs
would
to
be
be in the
dead.
list.
He's top 10.
That was the truth.
He needs to be
I
top 10.
said he would be dead. I know.
Disappointment has interesting context, right? Because you might think flopped signing, because that's an easy way to look at it. But Margs' number one was
Adnan Januzaj.
no doubt a disappointment.
He was a disappointment. I think the weight of the 11 shirt from when Giggsy. I think he was the first player to wear the 11 right after Giggsy went.
Yeah.
And he looked great. You know, in his debut. Was it 2 goals he scored in his debut?
He looks amazing.
I remember the 2 goals against Sunderland and then the Nando scandal. Apart from
He
that,
looked great, but I thought he would have been better.
Another player who got multiple votes but did not crack the top 10, he finished 12th, was Romelu Lukaku.
He should never been on the list.
Yes, he should have. Of course he should have.
He should never.
What?
Lukaku's a tough one for me
Yeah, Lukaku's a tough one.
because he unfollowed me not that long ago.
Did he?
Why?
I don't know.
He's definitely on the list.
But I don't even remember why he was like. Why did he follow me? He followed me before I followed him, which was
Nah,
strange.
you met
So
him
I
at Free
followed him back,
Shots.
and then he unfollowed. He unfollowed me, so I just unfollowed him.
Who's
back
the most
a few
famous
weeks ago.
person that follows you?
I don't know.
You do know.
You do know.
I don't. I genuinely don't.
All right, who do you know that follows you then?
I don't know.
Is there like a Chelsea, like Fikayo Tomori or something like that? Any of those boys follow
Yeah,
you?
I think so.
Brother, don't do that. Who's the most famous person that follows
I don't
you?
know, but as in like, it would have been Lukaku, innit? Probably. like it probably was Lukaku.
Let's go around. Go this way. Go on, bro.
Jude Bellingham follows me.
Oh,
See, that's
That's
cool.
mine, that's mine.
really cool. I like that. What a monster player he is, by the way.
Unbelievable. And number 11 on our list, we're just about to get into the top 10 now, got multiple votes, did not crack it. I think in 6 months we do this list again, he cracks it. Raphael Varane.
He's top 10. He's top 10.
That's very funny. That's very funny.
That's proper stuff.
Can I tell him or
Yeah,
not?
of course you can.
Darren Bent follows him. That's top of my list as well.
Come on, man.
Good work.
Raphael Varane, though, he's gonna be one of the all-time stinkers.
He's top 10.
when he leaves.
I think if we do the list again this morning, he'll go in the top 10.
Well, he's not getting pity. He's falling out supposedly with the manager, right?
Because Johnny Evans is better than him,
Oh, I mean, I love Johnny Evans. I think he's a fantastic player.
and he's better than Varane.
Yeah, I feel like you had a butt coming.
No, I haven't got a but. It's bizarre that he's being picked ahead of him, or they're both on the bench at the moment, but when one of them comes on, it's usually Johnny Evans.
And Luke Shaw ahead of him.
Luke Shaw at centre back.
Does that say more about the gaffer than the player?
No, it says more about Manchester United buying washed-up Real Madrid players.
Wow, that clothesline was crazy.
Scathing.
Oh, it's fact. It's
Scathing.
It's fact, though. It's fact.
Is he like that all the time? Is he a scathing?
Yeah, he's sassy. He's sassy.
That's not sassy.
That's sassy.
That's a bit sassy, cuz.
into the clothesline.
It's too quick. You
All
need a,
premeditated and bare things.
Should have let it breathe. We should let it breathe.
But we're going to get to the top 10 now. Number 10, and he's heavily bolstered by a second place on Jordy's list, a Manchester United fan, and a third place on Felix's list, an Arsenal fan, Cristiano Ronaldo.
What? Whoa.
You lot.
what is this list, man?
Can we swap him out?
What you lot? What's the what?
With Ronaldo,
Ronaldo.
You know when Man United started to collapse this year, right? And then Erik ten Hag went back to all his guys that weren't very good, but they showed up on time. They didn't disrespect the coach. They were all keeping in line. So Harry Maguire's back in the lineup and he brings Johnny Evans in. It's all the disciplined guys. Ten Hag got rid of Ronaldo, despite that being his thing. I'm on time. I'm into discipline. I'm a leader. Talk to the young players, whatever. I think if Ronaldo stayed, obviously he had issues with the coach.
Yeah,
he'd be back in the team.
He
now.
did the Piers Morgan interview. He had to go, right?
He was gone by. He was already gone by then.
No, but when you lot reacted, what's the what? Is it that he's 10th or that?
No, that he's been so good.
Well, yeah, he shouldn't be there.
Do you mean Ronaldo the second time, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even if he never played for United, say he done that other Prem stuff for another team, and he came in and done that at 38. However old he
Exactly.
was. You can't say he's one.
Hat tricks.
Boys, he's one of the best. He's one of the best players ever, and he's left in Jan. Got after doing a Piers Morgan interview, and I shouldn't be disappointed.
No.
I'm disappointed
Why?
because he's one of the best players ever.
He had him second. That's the only thing that's confusing.
Are you
to me, to
disappointed
have
that he left, or
second.
disappointed with his form?
Both the way he left and how he hindered the team when he was there.
Have you ever met Cristiano Ronaldo?
Yeah.
How was he?
Yeah, I met him when I was doing like press stuff, so he's going to be nice.
In the first run or?
He was rude.
In the first run.
He was rude to me as well.
Okay, so this is part of it.
He was rude to me as well.
Oh, Percy.
Oh, that's why you've got him in.
I forgot about that. I'll be honest.
It's like a vendetta.
I forgot about that, but I think he was back there.
Why,
What
what
did
did he say to you?
He just walked past me.
Rightfully so.
But he had a back four and a front four, and he was like the DM.
Did you try to speak to him?
Nah, I mean, when I saw him, I said, "Oh," because I come out the toilet and I was still doing my flies up.
He's just walked past you.
Yeah.
And that's what's.
But
got
he
him
looked
second
at
on
me
the
like
list.
I was Messi or something.
He
Sorry,
just came out of the toilet.
do you
when the
know
flies
him?
were
Do you
done.
know him? So
Do I know him?
you've walked past him coming out of the toilet, said, "Oh,
Yeah, but he should say hello. He should say hello, Jordy.
He's coming out of the toilet, bro.
So what's wrong with coming out the toilet? Why you? What's wrong with coming out the toilet? What's the problem here?
You know, nah, come on, man.
If Henri done that to you, you'd be angry.
Brother, I would understand it.
your beef with Ronaldo is because a global superstar didn't say hello." As
Well,
you come
no,
out
the
of the toilet.
first beef is that he sat with Pierce because I don't like Pierce.
Right. Okay.
The second,
Did he blank you coming out of the toilet as well?
nah, I don't think I've met Pierce. I don't remember meeting Pierce. I'd blank him though. But the second beef is then the toilet stuff.
Where were you when this happened?
At Old Trafford. I was interviewing Bruno, Lingard. Oh, Devil left. Mata.
And because of that, he felt Ronaldo should say hello to him.
Was he going into the toilet?
He was walking past the toilet.
And he definitely saw you.
100% he saw me.
This interaction had nothing to do with each other.
That's
You know?
amazing. That's so amazing.
If you could go back in time to when Cristiano Ronaldo rejoined and say, right, we're going to damage your legacy at Manchester United as one of the greatest Man United players of all time with this mess up, this whole situation, or just go somewhere else. What are you guys doing?
If there's somewhere else as Man City, I'll take him all over again.
Okay, but let's say it's not.
Chelsea.
With hindsight, if it's not Man City, then yeah, he could have went. I wouldn't mind.
But if you could go back in time right now and rewrite that piece of history, are you sending him away?
No, I'd loved it. I was there for his first game back. I think it was against
Newcastle,
Newcastle. And even in the warm-up, when he was hitting the back of it in the warm-up, the roof was coming up. It was fantastic.
Honestly, I think that was one of the happiest times of my life.
No, but that can make it the disappointment though. It's like Adnan
Exactly.
Januzaj. That's what you lot don't understand the term.
No, I do
saying.
understand where he's
just
coming from, but it
don't
still
get-
stinks.
I just don't get second most.
Because he's the best player ever.
Do you not have a striker that scored more than him
Since then.
since Fergie? Honestly,
What do you mean? How much?
you
how
lot have a
much?
guy he scored 17.
Well,
17.
no one scored for Man United.
What did
since
Rashford?
then.
What did Rashford do last year?
Yeah, Rashford did.
Yeah, Rashford 17 as well.
From
Innit?
Christmas onwards.
I think Rashford got 15. Same as Martinelli or something.
Well, it's Cristiano Ronaldo at number 10. Number 9, we're going to go a bit further back in time. And this guy got high votes from Jordy and Greg. Poet had him in there. PK had him in there. Felix had him in there. Miles had him in there. Angel Di Maria.
No, I wasn't disappointed with Di Maria. It wasn't his fault. They tried to rob his house.
It was a bit
his
of a
wife,
shotgun wedding,
His
though.
wife wasn't
Go on,
happy.
Everything off the pitch.
Yeah, so because of that, on the pitch, and obviously with the gaffer that he had as well, like the positions he was being played, I'm not disappointed in Di Maria. I think Di Maria is good. He was good before he came. He had flashes while he was there. He was good when he left. He's a good player, and it just didn't work out.
Was it disappointing?
I'm not disappointed in it.
Of course he was.
Of course he's disappointed. When you see what he done off the back of that, nah, man, this is crazy.
I thought it would stay longer, and he would have had the opportunity
Bruv, you're
to
making
do more.
excuses, bro.
Because he was younger, Margs. He was younger, you know.
The disappointment's not that high with Di Maria. I like Di Maria.
Dan, Angel Di Maria was probably around the last time you watched football. Do you remember what happened there?
Yeah.
They robbed his ass.
Yeah, they robbed his house. They shook him up, man.
That's
They
not an
shook him up.
excuse.
They tried to get to him. Remember, he's South American.
I'm just forgetting what team he signed from.
He signed from Real Madrid.
Oh, was it Real Madrid?
Yeah, I think that was a loaded question.
He wasn't washed up. He went and performed. No, he wasn't.
He was unwanted, though.
He wasn't unwanted.
Where did he go after United?
He was
PSG.
Yeah, and he turned up there. He wasn't washed up.
He wasn't unwanted. It was they had to sign Gareth Bale, so they had to sell other people to accommodate.
I don't
to
think
get
it was
money.
Bell. I think it was James Rodriguez.
He came to United after one of his best seasons. He's playing in the midfield for Madrid. He wasn't washed up when we got him.
He wasn't. I thought he had moments.
He scored the 2 against Leicester, but they lost 5-2.
One of them was a chip, right?
Yeah,
That
great.
chip was
amazing.
amazing.
Played in the game against Milton Keynes Dons that they lost. Benicaphobe, was it?
MK Dons, they're a tough side.
They're a tough side. Yeah.
At that time, you had a bad team. Yeah. He was coming in to play like centre mid or something. Nah, man.
FA Cup replay against Cambridge, I'm sure.
It's always rough when a player doesn't want to leave. When a player doesn't want to leave their club and then they join a team like Manchester United, a fallen dynasty. It just never seems to work out. Argentinians as well, not many of them in the Premier League that work out.
I heard he cried at the airport.
When he landed.
Who did you hear that from? Where did you hear that?
I got my sources. Man.
Did
got
you
your
hear
sources?
that coming out of a toilet? Did someone do that?
Marks, don't you think though, with Di Maria, the only thing that's I think is disappointing is the fact that you look at Ronaldo after Manchester United, it's over. With Di Maria, after Manchester United, it still continues.
He won a trophy, man.
1 second, I'm talking. He's still doing his thing. So isn't that a little bit disappointing? The fact that he can continue his career, still be a success, but not at the club, Manchester United.
The situation is disappointing if you want to use the word correctly, yeah. But the list of players that we had, there was loads of them. He doesn't make my top 10.
Fair enough.
What do you want to do?
Fair enough. But I think he is in there though, because the expectations
Was he in
when
your
he
top
came.
10?
Yeah. When he came, Man United, you lot fans were gassed. Everyone was gassed.
in your top
Yeah,
5?
I was very excited
I
about
think
it.
he was around. Yeah, I think he was.
Miles,
around that.
today he's won the World Cup.
Bro, it was a big signing. It's Angel Di Maria. He was a big player. We're acting as if he was we're acting as if he was a small player. He was a
5
big
League
player.
One titles.
What does that mean?
Add them up together. That's like a League Cup. Disappointing. Come on, like remember what he did in the Champions League final for Real Madrid. You signed that guy.
But that's like Brighton signing like Bellingham now.
Or
like,
Ansu Fati.
Ansu Fati.
Yeah, but that's not
Nah, it's
Di
not even
Maria.
that.
What?
It's like Brighton signing Rodrigo or something right now, like a Rodrigo from Real Madrid. Yeah, it's like that.
That makes sense.
I think
Like
Ansu Fati works.
Ansu Fati like broke his leg or something.
Yeah, it's
Didn't
not
play
Ansu
for
Fati.
time.
Rodrigo, them signing like a Rodrigo.
I don't know
and
why we're
Dembele.
trying to do that. That is a bad comparison anyway. I don't get
Yeah,
what we're
Fati
doing.
is not Di Maria.
Do you not think there are certain players irrelevant of the club that just can't hack it over in the Premier League?
Yeah, he couldn't hack it.
I think he was one of them.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't think it's the Premier League. I think it's the circumstances at Man United because there's just too many players. If there was like 1 or 2 and everyone else was pretty good, I'd say fair enough. But bro, there is so many players with top quality that don't work at Man United. I think it's more of a Man United issue than Di Maria. He works everywhere.
Well, we're going to move on to number 8 on our list, and he was voted high by Greg and Felix, but Poet had him highest. Harry Maguire.
Yes.
Disappointment?
Yes. Yes.
Waste of money. Flop.
Only for the money.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the money, I didn't vote him either.
I like the idea of him at Man United, though, because remember he was like carrying the ball out really well for England and Leicester.
Lippy, how can you sign Maguire for 80 mil and still be signing centre-backs now?
Yeah, but I knew that. I knew that was
Yeah, but then
gonna
that's a
happen.
disappointment.
United.
How can you sign an 80 mil centre-back and you're signing Martinez after that, Varane after that, and we're having discussions about another
We're
centre-back
always
now?
going to get another centre-back, though, because who is there?
Yeah, but you should be partnering Maguire then. It can't be another centre-back to replace Maguire. Maguire was going to go at the start of this season for like 10, 20 mil to West Ham, bro.
If
Like,
you
this
got
stinks.
Maguire and Lindelof, no matter who you are, you need 3 more centre-backs, bro. Like, no matter who you are.
Yeah, but if you sign it for 80 mil, then this is bad.
You got to remember as well, they beat Man City in the transfer war for him. City wanted him. Man United upped the money and went and took him. But that was the pet plan was Harry Maguire.
We're not talking about Di Maria who leaves and goes on to achieve more things. No disrespect to Harry Maguire. Once he leaves Man United, for me, this is it.
It depends where he goes.
Yeah, because if he goes to Italy, he might.
Well, like Chris Smalling.
Yeah, exactly. He might do a thing.
I wonder if the burden of being a captain as well
Too much.
played a part.
Too much.
I don't think he's that bad. I don't
He's
think
just
that bad.
expensive.
Yeah, he's just expensive. He
And,
obviously
and
he's had howlers.
centre halves are expensive, right?
Yeah,
At
He's
that
not
time.
bad. You lot forgetting a little trip to Greece where he started telling man in the club, I'm the Man United captain. This is bad, bro.
That's just a fight. That's just a scrap. I respect that. That's a scrap.
Nah, he's not top 10. I don't want to forget the season where he was vital for us, vital to our success. The day when we lost the Europa League when we lost the Europa League final, the whole talk and the whole narrative straight after the game after, we would have won if Maguire was there. You know what I'm trying to say? He was suspended, he weren't there, so he's played his part. So I don't want to take away the good that he's done and just throw it all in one bag and just say like, oh yeah, he's a disappointment. He didn't even make my list.
How much of his failure at Man United is his face?
Is his face?
How stressed does his face look at all times?
His face.
Right, I've never seen a centre back, a number one centre back in a team who doesn't look confident that he can be 5-6-0 up. He just looks like he's under the most pressure in the world.
I don't know. I mean, when you start talking about their face, then
It's fine margins at the top of the game.
I mean, are you suggesting if we had plastic surgery, it'd be a better
Like
defender?
Casemiro. No, it doesn't work.
I mean, maybe we should ask a captain of Man United, captain of England, ever present for them.
Yeah.
Maybe we're missing something. I don't know.
You are missing something. Because David De Gea was killing him as well for a year. David De Gea's mistakes were making him look ridiculous.
Our new captain looks stressed too, though.
Now everyone is stressed. Everyone is stressed.
I just think for Maguire, 80 mil for what Maguire's given back is not enough. It's not enough at all. You can speak about that performance that if he was there, they might have won. That's true. But barring that, there's been some monumental errors. The 6-1 against Spurs, how many years back, was one of the most embarrassing centre-back performances.
I think as well to say, not the same time, but round about the same time, Liverpool paid that sort of money for Van Dijk, and he was just above and beyond. So then all of a sudden you start making that comparison, and Virgil van Dijk's a much better centre half, right?
And when you take a look at all the other top sides in the Premier League, centre-backs wise, I look at Man United, they've signed a lot. They haven't got one, but they've signed so many centre-backs.
Just an alternative timeline, though, where Pep gets Harry Maguire. What does that look like?
I think he turns him into a kanji. I think he turns him into a kanji.
Well, look at Stones, right? Look what he's done with Stones.
Yeah, but Stones is a better player than him, though, isn't it?
Yeah, he's a ball player. Yeah,
but he's
you're
hiding
right.
him in midfield.
Whatever he's doing, he's a better player than Maguire, so it don't matter.
But I mean, look, Pep plays 4 centre backs at a time. What would Maguire be a left back like Josko Gvardiol?
I think Maguire's best position is in a 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, because protection, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's got more protection.
Yeah, he's more time.
That's why he's good for England. Well, number 7 on our list, what got a lot of votes? PK, Jordy, Felix, Greg, Miles, Margs, Lippy and Poet all had him.
Savage Dan.
And me.
I'm guessing Savage Dan had Memphis Depay.
Yes.
Definitely. That's a proper disappointment now. Because you thought he was going to be good.
I didn't.
No, not we knew, innit?
Oh,
but
we knew.
You thought he was the guy.
He was a guy.
All these long shots in the Dutch league, and he's got
Carucci,
Laurie Harvey.
Laurie Harvey.
Rihanna, no?
I saw he did a mixtape when he was with them as well. Like I did a freestyle.
Do you think a lot of that pressure comes? He was given the 7 shirt, right?
I hate that myth.
I
man.
don't think he feels pressure.
I think that's a thing. I think that's definitely a thing.
7 shirt, Man United, like the biggest shirt you can
Yeah,
get.
that's a marquee signing. So for a marquee signing,
I did feel sorry for him because he was like an inside forward in Holland, so it was a different role he was asked to play at Man United. And I think Man United were just thinking about the famous number 7s and expecting him to do the same thing. But again,
if you watch that World Cup he played in before he joined Man United, I don't think you saw a elite Prem quality
No, you saw
player.
that he was dead. But they said no. But that's why he should be on this list, because you lot ignored that. You lot said, he's gonna come to United with the same
With Van
manager.
Gaal,
Yeah, with the same gaffer, and all these things is gonna happen.
And because Van Gaal swapped his goalkeepers for a penalty shootout, Man United
everyone
fans
thought he
were
was a
like,
genius.
this guy's
Yeah,
gonna be a genius.
he's a genius for this.
No, let's have it right. Young, like it's aesthetics. He had the boots, he had the cut-off socks.
Van Persie said he was good though.
Trim and long shots. And
Does he rap as well? I saw he raps.
And he was pulling up to Old Trafford in like a not a Bentley,
That's
like
right.
a Rolls
Yeah,
Royce
yeah,
or something
yeah,
like that. And he was,
yeah.
he was
You know what it is, yeah? Obviously, like when people come from different leagues and he's young and all that, you think, can he adapt, whatnot. But you see what his skill set was like. You're saying all them long shots and all that. I'm saying, if you can shoot like that and that's your style, you can take that anywhere. The goalposts don't move, innit? So I thought he was gonna do his thing.
So you think he's gonna have long shots every game and smack them top
Yeah,
bins?
just top corner every game, top bins.
English defending is like to lock off the threat. Like it's not about standing up and sticking to the tactics. If my man's gonna shoot all the time, I'm on him all the time, and he couldn't hack that. It's as simple as that. If you know all he wants to do is touch it out his feet and bang.
Well, that wasn't even his. That was I don't even remember him being like that. That wasn't his MO. I don't remember him trying to take long shots all the time. Like
he
his whole
definitely did. He definitely
Did he?
Because I remember the best game he ever played for you lot for no reason out of nowhere was when we came Old Trafford. And he turned into this amazing ball
course that's the
carrier.
game-
And he's
of course that's the game you remember.
Work rate and all this switching the ball. And if he done that all the time, because he's quite sturdy, like he was strong, like he would have been decent. Like it would have been kind of like how we have Saka, like he has the ball, it sticks to him, press resistant. But it's like every time he got it, he just wanted to just go.
I think wingers, once things start going bad for wingers, it goes bad quickly.
But did he come with a massive level of expectation
Yeah.
like Di Maria did? I don't think he did.
Not level, but he was one of the best Dutch
Don't
players.
necessarily it's the
in the-
same because they were different levels of players, but he was on the come up. He was he's a hot talent.
Yeah.
He's young. Everybody thought he
Wonder
was cold.
kid.
I think there was definitely
Yeah,
a
there
level
was
of
that.
expectation that he's gonna come and do something. And then you put the 7 shirt on him. Obviously, that you believe in him. You gas everybody up. You think, yeah, he's gonna do it. It's gonna happen.
I think one thing I rate about Man United on that deal though is they got him out of the paint quite quickly. They didn't let it linger. Obviously, he was young enough they could make money on him. And Lyon, he did well, but again, Ligue 1. If you add up all the Ligue 1 titles,
I don't think that counts.
that's a league. It's a League Cup. But
It's
then
a League Cup.
But then he gets Barcelona. Like when Barcelona are scrambling, they just will take anyone. And,
all right at
you know,
Barcelona, not too bad.
whatever. He's at Atletico Madrid now.
He was number 9.
Yeah, like
But he's never smashed it, right?
no,
Since then.
no.
He's just a moments
I
guy.
think he's done well to go where he's gone.
Yeah,
since
100%.
United.
What a
It's
career.
Barca, Atletico.
Yeah, he's
now,
got
like,
he's got a good A&R for sure.
He's a failed wonder kid, though. Failed wonder kid.
Well, number 6 on our list. PK had him number 1. Tego had him. Felix had him. Miles had him high. He did have the surgery. It's Casemiro.
100%.
I didn't put him, you know.
I didn't put him in the list
He
as well.
can't make the list either.
Too early to put him on that list, surely, right?
You lot were so on me, yeah, when I said he'll be the next year. And that's why because you lot, I'm sure he got like 3rd signing of the season in our list or
Yeah, it was
something.
bad, yeah.
So I was like, how can he be if he's only going to be decent for a year?
Casemiro was brought into United, had a chance to get in the Champions League, right? And we got it.
You spent 70 mil and gave him a multi-year contract because you thought that's the DM you needed.
I don't look. We're what 14, 15 games into this season. Right?
And where's he been?
And he's been injured.
Yeah.
So no, but I'm saying if you
You
look,
bought old man. You bought old man.
okay, maybe, but if you look at what he did last season,
Yeah.
I would give him a 8 out of 10 for last season.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's not a bad shot.
All things being equal, Kobe Mainu starts ahead.
No,
of
not
him.
if they're all fit. He wouldn't.
I'm
do
about.
that.
He scored twice in Germany this season, didn't he? I'm sure. Yeah, in the-
Casemiro.
Yeah, in the Champions
Against Bayern
League.
Munich.
Against Bayern Munich, I'm sure he did. Yeah, he scored twice,
Look,
definitely.
it was a big price to pay. You can have whatever narrative you want. We bought Casemiro in to get Champions League football. Yeah, tick, succeeded. We also won a
Untick.
trophy. Well, that's now. We're talking about it then. You know what I'm trying to say? So he returned. You got a return on what we paid for.
Yeah, you're
He
right.
shouldn't be in this list.
I think he's disappointing, but not top 10. Like you said with whoever it was before.
If when we signed him for 70 million, if someone said what are your expectations and you said top 4, win a trophy, get to a final,
Yeah.
you'd go that's worth every penny.
And then next season collapse off the face of a planet. And by the way, and I'm saying this.
But can I ask? Hold on. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, but there's with everything context. Liverpool, Chelsea, Manchester United get their call, and what the collapse the year after, you've got to really frame that in that with what you're offering.
But was it a success last season?
Yeah.
Yes.
Relative success, yeah.
Really, you got to get. Come on, he was a great success.
I don't think it was. I think it was what was required of Manchester
Yeah.
United. I don't think it was success.
We didn't have that player. We couldn't get Declan Rice, so we got him.
You remember how I was when you lot got him? I said, yeah, he'll be all right, but it's like it doesn't really mean anything.
Don't you remember towards the end of last season? I can't remember. I think it was Palace. He picked up a yellow card and meant he couldn't play in the Arsenal game.
Yeah.
And we lost the Arsenal game,
Yeah, yeah.
and everyone was saying that's the reason we lost.
Nah,
So
we would have lost anyway.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is he was that important to United.
Yeah, he was.
It was like that was the reason we
But
weren't
the
going to
thing
win
is,
the game.
you got into Champions League this season,
Yeah.
granted, with Casemiro. Now
Yeah.
you're trying to build on top of that, and the next thing from that is push on for the league.
You're leaving the Champions League. Like you went there for no reason.
Hold on, we're not out of Champions League yet. Can still win the
At
Champions
time
League.
of recording.
Don't know if you're meant to laugh at that. You're meant to back me up on this, all right?
No, with you.
What about the nose job? Let's just talk about the nose job.
So now you talk about his personal life.
Hold on,
What's
no
that
one
got to do
knows
with-
about that. No, I see, right.
No, what's that got to do with anything?
Hey, you know when I went on his, I didn't look at the surgery notes.
No.
It's cheek fillers as well, bro.
Hold on, you saw the surgery
From
notes?
Essex, bro. Yeah, I saw it. They're there.
So who are you talking about?
Casemiro.
No, it's a Brazil thing.
How do you know he's had cheek
Because
fillers?
he's recommending procedures. You see, in Brazil, when you get when you get your veneers done, they've got the picture there with the surgeon.
But how do you? Where have you gone to get that information?
No, because I just saw his.
Twitter.
I'll tell you straight. No, it's not even that. I'm watching him in the United press conferences, and I said, nah, he's breathing different. His His nose is different.
You think he's had a nose job?
He
has.
has had a nose
That's
job.
a fact.
That's a fact.
He's had a nose
You
job.
can look at the
He's
pictures.
got the same nose as Michael Jackson. What are you dealing with?
When did he have it? When? That might just be a fisheye lens.
That's a good deflection.
Yeah, Brazilians do that, man. All the MMA fighters and that.
Where was he on that list? 7th.
That's too high, man.
I'm with you, Mugs. I think it's a bit harsh, man. I think the business around Casemiro is bad. The business is bad. 70 mil. But since last season he played so well, the price ain't his
I
business.
can name 10 worse right now.
Hold on. He did well last year. The price ain't his business. Should we go back to Harry Maguire?
Yeah, you know what I mean. I've got agendas. You know my thing. But Casemiro is he's cool, man. I don't think he's that bad. He's just.
I think Man United are in the mud this year for because of a few players.
Yes.
He is one of those
He's
players.
one of them.
And we need to replace him.
Yeah, 100%.
Already. 70 million to replace the next season.
We was never going to get more than 2 seasons out of him anyway. Not to say that we've got the
we
2 seasons.
We got 1.5.
You didn't get 1.5.
Got
One and a half.
He's got one.
Where's the half from?
Bro, he was a mercenary. What we paid, he was a mercenary, and what we paid the money for, he done it.
Can I ask, if we got him for 30 million, would we all be sitting here now saying what a success he is?
Not what a success, but I think it wouldn't be bad.
If Saudi happens a year earlier, there's no chance he's playing in the Prem.
No, maybe.
Yeah.
But are you saying he's a failure because of the price tag attached to him?
Disappointing.
It's disappointing because again, you've been fleeced by Real Madrid. You're stuck in the mud now, and he had a nose job.
The nose job's the worst part.
When you say it like that.
Yeah.
When did he have the nose job?
2015.
Oh, right, before he got to United.
Yeah, the nose job's a nose job.
Yeah, no, they
It's
are.
with you for life. You got to carry it.
I was just wondering if you had the number, because mine's a bit... No, fine.
And also, you shouldn't have gone Champions League. Now, in context, you should have gone
shouldn't have
Europa
gone
or
there.
something. Yeah.
Well, we'll be in the Europa very soon. Don't worry about that.
Just about.
Number 5 on our list, and this is a big win for Jordy, but he was higher on Margs' list, and he was higher on Poet's list. Antony Martial.
Yes.
He had
has
to be higher
go.
on my list.
As I was making the list, I was thinking, how's he not number 1?
But my thing is, him and Rashford is hand in hand, bro. Hand in hand.
Nah, not
100%.
Rashford. Nah, they're not.
They were
They're
both
not.
meant to be great. It's as simple as that.
I hear what Lippy's saying, but we paid for one. So there's a difference.
One was going to get add-ons for being Ballon d'Or.
One was compared to being the new Henry.
Yeah. But when he came, right, he was a teenager. I think we paid 50 for him.
19.
52, yeah.
And he looked great. Was that 2015?
No, it weren't. It's rising to 50. I think we dropped about 36 on him.
Marks, why are you getting to logistics? You paid
That's the
50
logistics. We
mil,
dropped
bro.
like 30
It's
something.
50 mil, bro.
Off the top of my head, I think in all comps he scored 60-something goals, 66, 64 in 8 years.
That's
I mean, that's
terrible,
a terrible
man.
return.
That's
In
terrible,
8
bro.
years.
A lot of them are in like the first 2-3 seasons as well. Because his first season, he scored a decent amount of goals. He was a problem.
I feel like Manchester United must have a kid in the academy who's worth playing up front, just because he can't get worse. It can't get worse.
Well, we've paid 72 million for a kid, right?
Yeah, exactly. With no goals in 12.
No league
No,
goals.
he scored.
5 goals in the Champions League.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Get that. He looks a good player though.
He does look a good player. I like him. You know why I've got him high? It's for all those reasons. But the main reason I got him in there.
I know.
Go.
He had a nose job.
No,
He had
he's
his
a
teeth
handsome
done.
man. No, he's a good-looking man. But he was in the newspapers for running around town doing mad stuff.
We're not
But
going to talk about infidelity now. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
no, I put him in there because when Solskjaer left, he picked up the shovel, he dug as much mud as he could, and he threw it on his grave. Him and Marcus Rashford seem to go, right, here's our opportunity to blame all of our problems on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And I thought, okay, you do that, because then that would explain it. Then everything that's happened since, you go, actually, you know what? That is a real piece of shit move. You blamed a man who now you can look at it in context and say he did a good job.
We definitely did.
And the players were probably most of the reason that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is
Yep,
no longer Manchester United
100%.
manager. But I look at that and I say, this is a disappointment from a character perspective. Obviously, you remember he was like, oh, the fans, they all say I don't work hard because my face is serious. And he did that interview and he said, the manager keeps moving me around, he's dropping me and blah, 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 and that's affecting my confidence. Every time he gets a run of games, he does nothing. He looks like he doesn't care. Okay, that's your face. Again, we're talking about faces. Harry Maguire's face, Anthony Martial's faces. You lot got to get better faces in your team.
It makes sense now. Though.
Hold on. One of our players, he gets plastic surgery. You him off.
Terrible face. He doesn't move. His face doesn't move.
One tried to improve his face and you're knocking him for it.
If Martial didn't have that lockdown season, he would have been gone
Time ago.
time ago.
And you see that Monaco team that he came from? Didn't they have like Fabinho, Bernardo Silva,
Well, Mbappe replaced him.
Mbappe? Oh, Mbappe.
That's who replaced him. Yeah, he was with It was a bit earlier. It was before the money. He was with
It wasn't Bakayoko time, was it?
Kondogbia.
Bernardo was there though.
Mendy. Left back.
Lamar, yeah.
Lamar was
I
there.
don't know because the reason I know is they knocked us out of the Champions League. It's when but they had Berbatov.
He came up. He came up under Berbatov.
Yeah,
Is that what you're telling
he
me?
was with Berbatov.
Well, that explains it, man.
You know why he annoys me the most? And I've always said this, yeah, and there's no way of proving I'm right, but it's just actually what I believe in my heart, yeah.
I don't believe you.
He came to the wrong team. I feel like
Should've
if
come
like
Arsenal.
Arsene Wenger got
100%.
hold of
Yeah.
Martial, yeah, he would have been one of the greatest players.
I hear you. Hey, Margs, say it again with no sound.
That's not true, bro.
No, it's what I believe though. I just believe if Wenger got hold of if Wenger got hold of Martial, he'd be a totally different prospect.
Because you know how you ask how's he getting picked, yeah? Because as bad as he is, like he's one of the better footballers in your front line options at the club in general. Like,
Yeah,
he's
but why
actually a
are we
baller.
spending £72 million on a young kid if we're not going to play him?
Yeah, I hear that, but he's yeah.
But we're going to move on to number 4 on our list. Good face. High votes from Jordy, Tego, Felix, Greg, Miles, Margs, Lippy and Poet.
And Dan.
Sanchez
Alexis Sanchez.
had to be.
Good face.
It's the reason why I say it was a bad signing, yeah, is because terrible signings because he dropped off.
He was bad. He was already bad.
He was already
And-
bad.
and
you lot still bought him.
and you lot made up that
He's
it's
good.
because he doesn't want to be at Arsenal. That's why he's not.
Was there
good.
something to do with his dog?
There was stuff to do with his dog.
He should have been number 1. Didn't he play a piano?
Yes, Alicia Keys team.
I think when he came to United, I think Rashford was flying on that left. And the only place we could accommodate Sanchez was on the left, so we had to move Rashford onto the right. And then that's when the problems...
Rashford always gets evicted, innit? He's evicted now.
Jose Mourinho did that out of spite. I don't think he really wanted him. He signed him because he could. He was
He
available.
was no good in the dressing room, I was told.
Jose Mourinho did that signing out of spite of Wenger.
Didn't Sanchez say as soon as he signed, he phoned or contacted the Arsenal player saying, I want to come back? So that's just...
If he not bought our Sanchez when he just finished that, if he was in
the
first season, when he just
Even
after
if,
the summer,
even if that, because you got him in January. If you got him that summer,
August, yeah.
don't get it twisted. I wanted him gone that summer. That from the August to December, I hated the fact that we still had Sanchez. So because when you lot came in, I was just like, take him. They were trying
But
to
he was
say
a
like,
great.
oh,
He was a great player for you.
No, he was, but you could just
That season.
For me
Oh.
personally, I always had an issue with him, innit? He always used to put points on the board, but he'd shy away in the bigger games. He was greedy sometimes. He's obviously overall he was great, but just
Baller.
towards the end, it's like all he was doing was scoring. That's all he was providing.
And the players hated him.
That's not bad, though, is it?
You're taking it.
All he was doing was
It's like we'll play against. We'll get like. I remember we went West Ham.
I'm so angry.
No, remember
No, I
this
hear you
last
coming
season,
from
we went
though.
West Ham away. West Ham in terrible form. He could have scored about 10 goals. It's one of the best Arsenal performances I've seen, like Emirates era. But then we had someone the next week, a serious team, and he just did nothing. He did nothing, and that's what used to happen. So I was just like, yeah, take him.
It was the Robin Van Persie, wasn't it? Because Robin Van Persie made that Arsenal to Man United move, and it was like straight top goal scorer.
I
We've
think
done
it's
it
tough,
again.
man, for attacking players against the better teams. We complain about it a lot, but the better teams are the better teams for a reason. They know how to stop you.
But back in that era of the Prem, the better teams weren't the better teams because they knew how to stop you. Liverpool, Brendan Rodgers' Liverpool weren't the best team because they knew how to stop you.
That's probably the worst era of defenders.
It was the occasion that got to him. You could see he played a different way against these teams. He used to be free against the mid-table.
One second. Did he have a good game for United? Do you remember one?
Against Arsenal.
Yeah, against us. He
Emirates.
scored against us.
Can I ask, is it all just United top 10 worst players? Is there any positives here?
No.
Yeah.
No, not this week. Not this week.
Is there like Man United players with decent hair or favourite cars in the car park?
No, they set us up.
I'll tell you what's funny is he swapped with Mkhitaryan to Arsenal. They're both currently top of the Serie A with
Inter Milan.
Same team, innit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Inter Milan. Yeah.
But when we got him, we were all excited about him, right?
Yeah.
I was very excited about it.
We nicked him off City as well, innit?
No, you looked him off Arsenal.
No, but City wanted him.
Yeah.
City
But I
wanted
think
him.
City duped you once again and said, we don't really want him, but you lot could take him. I think they
I
duped you
definitely
again.
think
They
Man
dropped the
United
shoulder.
need to stop. If they see an email saying, "Oh, Man City have bid," they should pull out straight
Yeah,
away.
Straight
they're
away.
dropping the shoulder on you.
Dropping the shoulder on
Definitely.
you twice.
I know, but the Ronaldo thing would have killed us if he would have gone there.
They've done it 3 times to you.
But number 3 on our list, he got votes from everybody except for Felix. He was number 2 on my list, number 2 on Mars's list. He was number 1 on Lippy's list.
Oh my days.
Harlem Spartans own Kennington's Wonder Kids.
Oh my God.
Jadon Sancho.
Has to be the most
Number
disappointing.
one.
Has to be.
Nah,
Has
bro.
to be.
In terms of my expectations, me and Specs argued about, because they was like, Man United are going to spend how much? And I was like, bro, this guy is the guy. Me and Steve-O used to watch him and be like, this kid is the next like Neymar. He's going to redefine what young English players can do technically.
I always had my doubts over him. I always had my doubts.
That was the. You see, with you don't know ball. You see, with all my other takes, they kind of don't care. See, with the Sancho one, they were like 100%. They thought you've never watched him. There's no way he's gonna. There's no way he's not gonna score 10 league goals in his first season. I said he will never do that for you lot.
He played a lot of COVID ball as well, man.
Yeah, but he
Inflated
just
numbers,
knew
man.
he wasn't gonna. You brought him. He's come from Germany to play wide right, but he prefers to play on the left. And you didn't have nothing for him to fit
I
into.
knew
There was nothing.
I knew it. I called this from early, man. Like he was cold, but the Bundesliga tax is too big. There's
too
no
big,
chance you could come here and do that against Seamus Coleman.
I do think there's something in when players get let go by another club. Like he was at Man City and it didn't work. You know, Fergie let Pogba go, and then we brought him back. There's obviously a reason why these great players go.
Oh, both of them. Matic says neither of them can show up to training on time.
They didn't do their due diligence, yeah, and that's what's annoying, yeah, because the stuff that's following Sancho, I mean, the stuff that we're moaning about Sancho has been following him around his whole career. You know, he never just popped up and turned up like this. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like Pep couldn't get him under control, got rid of him. He never had no respect for one of the greatest managers in the world. The England coaching setup saw him, said, nah, no chance.
Southgate said nah.
Get out of there. Dortmund will tell you stories about where they've had to put special coaches to go and get him up from out of bed and get his head. So this has been going on the whole time, and then you thought he's going to come to United.
Have a good attitude.
Do you all think his time at United's over now?
Yeah, he needs to go.
Yeah,
I need him gone.
Quick.
I need him out of here.
The only reason I don't think you lot should let him go. I'll be honest. I think he should be playing at the moment.
And playing and doing what?
Can I ask you? Are you Arsenal? Would you have him over Martinelli?
No.
Nah, but I'd have him at Arsenal.
You'd rather bring Sancho off the bench than Trossard?
Sancho is a ball carrier. You could play.
Yeah, but look, you heard what Mark said though. For all the reasons Mark said, he cannot come to Arsenal, and that's his problem.
No,
everything outside of the pitch.
We have to believe in the power of redemption, though. Somewhere down the line, Jadon Sancho is going to meet the coach that's going to teach him how to be a grown man and not make these mistakes.
In the Premier League?
In the world, somewhere.
Fiorentina.
Someone is going to make Jadon Sancho show up to training on time every day, not eat the McDonald's, not drink the whiskey, whatever it is. I'm not. It's all alleged.
He didn't learn how to. He can't speak German, can he?
I wouldn't know.
So again, he was probably just out there, star boy, easy games. He's come. If he was to be Arsenal environment, yeah, Saka right now, Martinelli.
No chance.
No, bro.
He'll grab it.
He'll grab it.
Yeah, we're not on that, bro.
He's a yard man. I love him.
Everyone at
Come
Arsenal's
on,
married, bro.
man.
Spack Nation, bro.
Fam, then you got to bring
You
him.
got
Go get Pastor
Everyone's
Toby.
married,
Do you
bro.
think Arteta can make Sancho get married?
No way.
Pastor Toby is the only person that can help Sancho.
You think Arteta would have Sancho's nonsense?
No
Are
way.
you not sick?
No way. Not in a million years, bro. Everyone's married and parked off with kids and family now.
He'll be married. He'll cheat.
Sancho
But
needs
he'll
to
be
go
married.
Spack Nation. You're right. He needs Spack Nation.
There's players like Grealish who need a bit of that to play good.
But they come around once every 20 years.
Sancho might have to try the other thing.
What, go
Church
absolutely
church
mental?
on Sunday.
Oh.
No. he was going to stand up.
There's only two ways for that kind of player. You go hard and you turn up to training yacked, and maybe you get a better version of yourself.
No, but the Grealish thing, if you talk to any City player, they'll tell you that, look, he drinks harder than anyone they've ever seen, but not the day before training, the day of training, the day of
He just knows when to take
do
it.
it.
He's Dennis Rodman.
No, Dennis Rodman didn't know when to do it. Michael Jordan had to go and get him from Las Vegas.
I got a question for the panel then. In 12 months, where's Sancho?
Ooh,
Turkey.
Panathinaikos.
He was Zaha.
You say Turkey?
Yeah, he
Jeez.
was Zaha. Him and Zaha will do all right.
Does he need to be in a city that is less flammable?
Yeah, like Getafe. He needs to go Getafe. That's a
Getafe's in Madrid.
That's in Madrid.
yeah. Either way, there's.
Stay right there.
He didn't know.
No, the Getafe that's the calmer part of Madrid. There's London and there's London. There's central London And then there's like out there.
So what's the calmer part of London? What team?
Yeah, like
Fulham,
Watford.
Fulham.
Yeah, just yeah, but it's cool. I get
But Fulham.
Football players don't live in London anyway.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. But yeah, like a Getafe would be nice for him. Nice Getafe. Wake up, get a coffee, tea.
What team would he go to the Prem and improve?
What do you mean? Do you mean the team would improve or he would improve?
The team would improve. The team would improve.
Arsenal. If it's he would improve, it's
Lippy,
Arsenal.
stop.
No,
Lippy,
Lippy.
stop, please.
He does nothing
When
for
we
us.
get him, don't say nothing. When we get him, don't say nothing to me. Don't say nothing.
Do you know what's funny about you? You wanted Martial, Rashford, and Sancho.
They're all flops.
I'll still take Rashford. That's the main one.
He's eating packed lunch on his own at Man United right now. I'm guessing he hasn't been late for training since he got in trouble. I'm guessing
He was at
he
21
hasn't
Savage.
done any back chat since he's been late for training. I'm guessing
He ain't had any conversations to backtrack. Did it for real?
whatever he's doing, I'm guessing he's behaving himself. And I'm guessing somewhere down the line, Eric Ten Hag is looking at this guy and, okay, I definitely don't want him. He's definitely gone too far. But if I had that guy, then I'd find space for him.
I think he needs to apologise
Why?
for whatever reason, because I just think if you've got a manager,
Because rules is rules.
yeah,
Nah, I would never apologize. I could never apologize.
Matic has come out and said,
Rules is rules, bro.
the senior players at Man United were so sick of the players showing up late and being disrespectful that we set up our own internal finding system. Pogba and Sancho put in £75,000 worth of fines.
Apologise.
Because that's the players. So if that's what he was doing when the players were trying to discipline him, then if Eric Ten Hag coming out and going, no, he's not doing it in training, I'm not putting him in the squad. At the time, I was like, that's shameful. You shouldn't be doing that to your players. Every piece of information has context. The context is he's not trusted by his teammates. He's obviously underperformed on the pitch, and the manager had to be public and just say, we're not having it anymore.
He didn't have to be public. 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 He didn't.
He sent him to Holland and he sent him to Holland last year looking after him. What are you talking about?
Margs, I'm trying to figure out why you need to be public. I understand everything that's happening. I know we need to change it. But why do you need to be public?
Be honest. We got kids, yeah?
Yeah.
We got kids.
Yeah.
At a point, we need to call our mum when they're moving too mad.
Yeah.
We have to go public, bro.
That's my mum. That's
No,
not
but
public.
but it's we have to let the outsiders know, because then because what we're doing is not enough.
Lippy, watch this. This is
Yeah.
all I want to know.
What
solution do you gain from going public? Because I feel like you've made
What's-
more problems.
what's the alternative?
What's that?
What's the alternative? So when is
I do know whatever they've done right now.
Can I
One
answer
second.
that-
What
I
they've
can
done
answer
right
that
now.
question.
One
I can
second. One
answer
second.
your question.
I know, but I'm saying 1 second. But I had more to say. That's great.
What do you get?
One
What do you get out of
second,
going
one
public? Do you want me to answer it?
1 second. You can answer. Can you give me time to land and then I'll
Okay,
answer
go on,
it? Thank
go
you.
on.
All
I'll
right,
answer
man.
it,
Welcome, man,
I'll answer it. I'll answer it. I'll answer it.
This happens every week.
I feel like I've gone.
It's also been told that he's split the dressing room from that situation with Sancho.
That's
So
why
you've
he did
added
it.
more
That's
problems
why he did it.
from the Sancho situation.
That's
So I'm
why
like,
you do it.
And you had to
why?
have done it on purpose. You would never go public, yeah.
The guy that previous managers have gone, this guy's a problem, and England set up Dortmund, Manchester City, everywhere he's had problems everywhere else, and you go, hold on, Rashford's having parties. Well, after we're losing derbies, hold on, this player's showing up late as well. This player's not respecting call time. This player's acting up. You know what? No, I'm not having it.
I think there's a time and a place.
And then you call him out, and then he responds, and then your punishment to him is that he responded. This is stupidness.
No, it sets a precedent. It's culture.
Got
It's
us start
culture.
present. We did it. Arteta did it.
Yes,
Arteta
culture.
did it.
With Aubameyang. of course
Arteta
he
did do it, yeah.
The first person he done it with was my man, Gundozi. Remember, he come in. Gundozi was meant to be like the
Lippy,
future
he was
of
doing,
Arsenal.
but he's doing it with players, yeah, that we didn't know much things about. You see, Sancho, the amount of heat that was on his name, I just thought you can just isolate this guy and we can make up our own minds on why you're doing it. Why would you, at the end, think about it, and the timing. He's done it after Manchester United have lost, and then he's just thrown in Sancho's name, and no one asked him about Sancho.
You don't like taking accountability for your actions, I could tell.
He wasn't in the squad. He wasn't in the
One
squad.
sec. Our guest wants to speak, guys.
So I was just going to ask, right? So the alternative is him going to a press conference and not talking about Sancho, and then every single week the press go, "Where's Sancho? Where's Sancho? Where's Sancho?" And they'd still be asking that question now. That blew up for about 3 or 4 weeks.
You know,
and
he's
now
banned the press, by the way. I don't even think you can go and chat to him about it. So, like, anything that happens in the press, he has a problem with. It's not just this one Sancho
No, I know, but
thing.
what would be the...
You couldn't go and chat to him now.
No, but what would be the alternative? So
I
he
don't know
doesn't
the
talk about
alternative.
Sancho.
I don't know the alternative.
There is no
I don't
alternative.
know.
Bro,
I don't know.
Sent man to the mountains, to the Shaolin healing youths. Like nothing worked.
I'm just saying, sell him, move it on, and keep it moving. Man, I don't need to chat. Yeah, but I'm saying, why can't you do all of this? Why just sell him?
No, if I protected someone and sent him away to get his head right and he still treat me like that.
You have to try the other thing.
And you've got young players around him. You've got players who he thinks, okay, this guy's dragging everyone down.
Bro, you don't understand. You see on Deansgate's not a joke. Like that place, bro. Like
There is nothing that's happened in these last couple of months. All these terrible results and all these horrible, like, disgusting football I'm watching. I'm looking and thinking, we need Sancho. That's never happened. That's never come into my thought
I've
once.
not said that. We're saying two different things. I'm
Yeah,
saying
but
to you, I don't understand.
It doesn't matter whether we're
thing.
top or whether we're seventh or whatever. You got to deal with the issue at hand. And
He's dealt. I'm saying you can deal with it, but just don't make it.
But when
Mikel
Mikel
Arteta
Arteta stripped Aubameyang of the captaincy publicly after showing up late for the Tottenham game, did he not set a culture? And does he not have players in that team now who just would not step out of line on that culture?
You know, Aubameyang was abroad, and everyone was like, "Huh, Aubameyang's not here." So like, he
Do you
was
want to hear?
forced to answer
We know the
questions.
Jadon Sancho stories, though, Poet. What are we doing?
Aubameyang was meant to be somewhere and he wasn't, and all of us knew. With Sancho, we all know Sancho's a bad youth. My thing is, just deal with it, but just don't publicly.
No, 2 seconds. T. You see what you? No, but what you just said is why these bad youths stay bad youth. You can't be like. There's rules for you. There's rules for you. But because you're bad, you get a little bit of leeway.
But
They
I'm
do
not
it in
saying
school.
any of that.
They do it.
No, but
You know,
that's
I'm not saying that though.
But basically,
I'm saying deal with your stuff internally and get.
So why did Arteta set a culture that is successful for Arsenal by doing it publicly?
Because I just said Aubameyang went public with something, so he's responding publicly. Sancho's just.
But Sancho went public a minute after because he knew this guy is flammable. This guy is toxic.
now, you know, like teams now, they look at player profiles, like the personality, the family of a player, just as much as how good they are.
of
on the
course.
pitch. Sancho, they took a risk on him because he is that
He's
good. But they forgot that they are Manchester United, and right next to Manchester United Stadium is Deansgate. The strip is crazy.
This strip's crazy.
The strip's crazy. It's undefendable. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain players
China
that
White,
you
man.
can't. Like,
China
if
White,
you're
man.
one of the boys,
China White.
you can't be on Deansgate. It's like having certain players in London. There's just no point.
Well, number 2 on our list.
Well, that was easy, wasn't it? That's really easy, that one.
Number 2 on our list got votes from everyone except for Margs. I reckon he shows up on time every week. I reckon he puts his fingers on his lips when the manager says shush. I reckon he does everything you could ask of him except score goals and get assists. His name is Antony.
Yep.
Terrible.
Terrible player.
What number's he?
2.
2.
Okay.
That's recency bias.
There's only bias. There's only recency available.
Nah, but you know what it is, Margs? It's the price, isn't it? You bought him for a lot of money. You bought him after Sancho. So it's like, you told us he's the problem. So it's like, now you've got this Brazilian left-footed, does that spinning
That
thing.
the manager knows.
Yeah, that the manager knows.
That the manager knows.
The spinning thing has killed him, right? He did
Ah,
that.
spinning thing.
The spinning
destroyed
thing
him.
stinks.
I know, but it looks good though, right? If we can all do that, we'd all do that. I'll do that.
I like it.
I'll do that every morning. I'll get out of bed and do that.
It's not hard to do, you know. Standing in the middle of nowhere, yeah.
You see, for me, Antony's Prem career, which has not been long, I think it's more of an indictment on the gaffer. I don't even hold nothing against Antony because Antony is who he is. No, but he knows him. That's his player. Out of everybody that's come there, that's
But we're
your
not
guy.
saying whose fault it is. It's still as disappointing, regardless of whose fault it is.
Can I ask, does anyone think, because he scored some great goals, he scored an absolute better against City.
Yeah.
Don't do
Does,
that.
does anyone think he's got it though?
No.
Yeah, there's a player in there.
Not in this league. Not in this league.
Do you know when I knew something was wrong with him? And this is going to be too recent to probably call it, but what game was it?
When he hit a man's hands away.
No, man. What game was it? Oh, what game was it? We got the penalty against Chelsea when the ball came and he could have first timed it, but he needed it on his other foot. And because of that, Enzo steps on his foot. But he's that one-footed.
For me, he's a good player, but he's one-footed like professional footballers aren't. Like
Lefties are like that.
He's more one-footed than Valencia.
He's the most one-footed player in the world.
It reminds me of Valencia, but also reminds me of Ashley Young, right? When Ashley Young was at his peak, assists and goals, free kicks, like he was an attacking
He had
beast.
pace as well, Young.
Yeah, it was all
I
there.
don't think
No,
Antony's got pace.
absolutely. But when Young lost his pace and that attacking threat, he became a fullback. Antony looks like he's at that transition point in Young and Valencia's career where they become fullbacks.
No, but the thing is, it's attitudes. Like, it's South Americans that they don't want that. They just want to. They grew up in a cage playing football. They just want to do
He
these
says
little
that.
spins.
He says
and
that every press conference, by the way.
But do you not think that when we got Ronaldo from Sporting, right, he needed a lot of coaching. He was doing all these tricks and everyone was getting a bit peeved off with him.
Yeah.
And then that was coached out of him and then he became the player he was. Do you not think with Antony, if he's coached correctly, he could turn into the player we think?
This is his coach.
Because you know, every trick he done was to progress him forward. Antony does tricks and goes backwards. I don't understand this.
I know you're right, but what I'm saying is, there's an element of coaching that would hopefully
It's his
turn him
coach,
into a good
though.
player.
Yeah, but what are you coaching?
But Ronaldo, for me, Ronaldo was a kid. Like Antony is
It's
set
true,
in his
yeah,
ways.
yeah.
And he's about 22 or something.
But football's got young. Like, what's the average age of a first team now? It's young.
Can we talk about something important about Antony?
This is his hair.
Face.
Bad face.
Bad face.
Bad
But
face.
wasn't Ronaldo quite ugly when we got
He had
him?
a bad,
Bad
face.
face.
He had a
I
bad
didn't call
face.
Antony ugly, by the way. I'm just saying if that guy was on my
Just saying,
team,
right?
Nah, he had a bad
Covered
face.
his
Yeah, but there's no
spots.
such thing as a handsome bad face.
Ronaldo's face got better, so Antony's face could get better.
Could you please use that clip to trail this episode, right?
if I see an Antony on my team, I look up and his face is doing that. If we're 1-0 down or it's 0-0, I'm like, I don't want to play with this guy anymore.
What about his hair?
It's good.
I'm not a big fan of his hair.
I like
But it's
it.
fine. It's
I
good.
like it. It's good.
It's
I have a
yeah.
problem with players that dye their hair quite often. Pogba used to do it a lot.
Same.
Specs has got that problem.
But
yeah.
I think wingers, like flare areas, you're all right. If you're a DM, like, what the
Or a
fuck you-
centre
what
back.
you doing,
Yeah,
bro?
for real. That makes
Or
sense.
right back.
Now, the reason I don't like this signing is because he's not cleared Sancho.
Nah, he hasn't.
He hasn't cleared any of your
He's
wingers.
supposed to clear Sancho,
He
bro.
hasn't cleared anyone.
You came to overdo Sancho.
It's a bad signing.
Bad name. If his name was Antony Da Silva,
Antony's a terrible
it'd be a little
name.
bit better. But his name's Antony, but no 8.
Can he play anywhere else? Can he play up top?
No.
Yeah, right. He get
Right
bullied.
back. Right wing back.
If you're playing fullback and Antony runs at you doing tricks 5 yards away from you, not even to create half a yard of space, I'll be looking at this guy like, what are you doing?
I would say though, there's something I'm missing because the manager keeps picking him. So I know there's something there that I'm not seeing.
Now with him, yeah, I feel like with these wingers, yeah, that have like been playing football since it's been free up front, yeah, them wingers are kind of weird to me, innit? Because it's like they don't have a plan B. Like he can only do one thing. He wants to get there, cut in, shoot, whatever. But it's if he can't do, it's like Depay basically on the other side. Come from Holland as well. You can't do that here. There's not a player week in, week out that cuts in, bangs, scores every week.
Salah.
Morris, it was Morris.
He's in Saudi, but
It was, as in like that kind of, what they all are aspiring to be is a Morris. All of them. Ziyech was the same. All of them. Like,
The fullbacks are too defensively sound now.
Do you know what I think Mahrez misses? His game lacks. He's been able to spin on the ball round and round. If you add that to his game,
oh my God, could you imagine how good he'd be at that? If you asked him to do
He did
that.
it twice.
yeah.
We've made it to number 1 on our list. And that means that a few players who got votes that didn't make it, who aren't here at number 1, included Andre Onana, Wilfried Zaha, Juan Mata, Marouane Fellaini, Bastian Schweinsteiger, Fred.
How did Fellaini not get in?
No,
I voted
Fellaini was
Fellaini.
effective for you, man.
Oh my God.
He was a big match winner for you guys.
Honestly,
Fellaini should have been top 10.
Fellaini was.
He made my top 10.
He's so not a Man United player, Fellaini.
He was horrible, but he was effective.
All right, well, look, Fellaini was not number 1 because number 1 was voted for by everybody. He was number 1 on mine, number 1 on Jordy's, number 1 on Margs's, number 1 on Poets, number 2 on Margs's, sorry.
It has to be Pogba.
It's Paul Pogba.
His brother's vote counted for 6.
He's allegedly facing 4 years ban for banned substances.
what substance was that?
Performance enhancing.
Surely you have to look at his performance and say he must be innocent then.
Yeah.
I looked at that and thought when he left Man United and Matic was done finding him, he thought he needed
He
to
killed the dab
do
too.
something to.
He killed the dab.
He killed the dab.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
amazing.
dab.
You made the dab. You made it corny.
The dab was finished when he came.
That's amazing.
Nah, he killed the dab, man.
I've never came out of Old Trafford and said, wow, what performance.
What? Really?
Yeah. Whenever you ask Man United fans about him, they all say he had great half against Man City. And I'm like, and that's it?
Yeah. He had the blue hair. I hated him for that, you know.
I mean, again, is that it too? 45 minutes against Man City. For £90 million, we're meant to be buying the best midfielder on the planet.
He was supposed to be the dawn of a new era
He broke
at
my heart.
Manchester United.
I knew it. Wrong player profile.
Dan knew it,
Wrong
yeah.
player profile. Called this from early
as well,
doors.
but I was a bit worried with who you got as well that season. Like I thought, okay, cool. United might be back now. Mkhitaryan, Zlatan.
Yeah.
Pogba.
But it looked
And Jose.
to the naked eye.
And
you're looking
Jose.
at it, you're thinking, Pogba, what a baller. You're forgetting he was next to Arturo Vidal and Pirlo.
That's right.
That's all he could do is shine
In
Italy,
In Italy.
playing against farmers.
Yeah, no. But at the same time, you can't say there was talent in there. He's a talented player, though.
I know,
at the
but
same
I'm saying
time,
he's
No,
all
but
talent.
it was all
It's not enough here.
all aesthetics. That's what it was. It was all everything you like Pogba for is cause it looks good.
ain't that bad on the manager though? Because you should have built. You should have built
No,
around
let's
that. Then.
have it right. He was a serious talent in the
He
world.
was
Like,
cold.
it wasn't stupid. I feel like that's the one manager, that's the one signing, marquee signing you lot got where all football fans were like, all right, cool, innit? Let's see what he's going to do. We're not going to go, like with Sancho split, with Falcao, all these guys, some people thought it would work. But with Pogba, everyone was like, all right, cool.
This is mad.
I'm going to keep my mouth shut because he could come and punish my team. Then within a season, you saw it might flop, you know. It might. But for me, after, it was just like, yep, 100%.
Well, that first season, didn't he get in the player, didn't get in the Premier League 11?
Whatever that means.
No, you said you could see after the first season. What could you see?
For me, it looked like he's a dream to play against.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not going to track any runners. He's only interested if the ball's at his feet or on its way to him. And he's not going to work hard. He's the last. He's proof that you cannot have any more luxury midfield.
Also, I think with him, you mentioned, you know, that Juve side he was in, which was fantastic. Italian football's slower than the Premier League. Internationally, football is slower.
He's playing with Kante Matuidi. Like,
Yeah, but in the Premier League, whenever he got the ball, he always held on to it for too long. He was
too many
always
touches.
caught.
Too many touches. I think he should look at KDB and just look himself in the mirror after that.
Yeah, totally.
Because I argued for too long.
Juventus played Man City, I think it's the season or 2 seasons before he signed for United. He was playing left wing. So when I saw him come to Manchester United and he's playing in that central role, I was thinking to myself, I think that's a bit too much responsibility for one person that can actually also play left wing for some strange reason. He seems to be an offensive player. I kind of feel Man United
Managed
looked
him
at
wrong.
him and just matched it on aesthetics and said he must be able to play here rather than maybe watching some of the games and seeing where he's actually playing. He was just an attacking player. I didn't see him
but
do
the thing is,
any
I think
midfield
Man U
duties like
tried
that.
everything. They tried to accommodate him with every possible
He
player.
played on the wing.
They
Yeah.
played him
on
on
the
the
wing
10,
sometimes.
at 6,
Yeah,
at 8.
you're
They
right.
gave him every chance.
I see him on the left side of the midfield, left of a diamond. I ain't seen him do wing.
It wasn't working, and we were like, oh, let's get Matic, that'll free him up. And then it wasn't working, oh, let's get Sanchez, that'll give him some space. We just never worked.
Every window was spent trying to help him.
Did he come to Man United at the wrong time then?
No. He came to the Premier League at the wrong time.
When was the right time?
There's never been a right time. 'cause
He's no,
even-
the Premier League was changing when he came, and Kevin De Bruyne is the best example. Someone who needed to be deep to control the game, be creative, but figured out how to be more of a defensive use than Paul Pogba ever did. And also, Paul Pogba he never took it seriously enough. And people could say, oh, that's all narrative, whatever. Everything you've heard since he left was Paul Pogba didn't take it seriously enough. Everything you've heard since where he's gone in Juventus and what he's done in his post-playing career, because he has been retired now for 2 years, let's be real.
Facts.
He's not taking the game seriously enough. And the Premier League that he came to, I don't know if he thought it was going to be as intense as it was.
I think after he won the World Cup, I think he's probably mentally done with football to some degree.
Yeah.
You reckon?
Yeah, 100%.
I got this, man.
And he scored in the World Cup final. You can't do no bad in France.
He had a good World Cup.
He had a great World Cup. That's
He
it.
was
After
in a
that,
great
you're-
side.
yeah, but I'm saying
He's in
after
a
that,
great side.
mentally, some players.
Yeah. And it goes back to what we were saying before, like, right, why did Fergie let him go? Like, another great, Ravel Morrison. Unbelievable, but it just didn't work, did it?
Apparently that's why you let him go. Apparently you let Pogba go because you had Ravel Morrison.
This is going to sound blasphemous, but I think going forward, we need to stop talking about Fergie.
Yeah. Oh, this episode's about Fergie, but yeah.
I think what we need to do is stop comparing to Fergie.
Yeah,
'Cause I don't think
maybe.
Arsenal fans compare Arteta to Wenger anymore,
Never.
do they?
We stopped.
No, but Wenger died though. Like Wenger.
What do you mean he died?
Wenger, we never had Fergie out.
But I don't think Arteta's been a success yet.
No, he ain't.
If anything, I think he's failed at the moment. No, I'll tell you why, right? I'll tell you why.
No.
He spent
sport.
I'll tell you why.
land.
I'm sorry, right? But
Hey, don't be here too long because it's about
No,
Man
no.
United, but go on.
No, I'm deadly serious. He spent £500 million, right? He's first season 8th, second season 8th.
It wasn't a season, by the way. It was half a season. But carry
Okay.
on.
Next season, bottled top 4 got 5th. Bottled Premier League got 2nd. And the only trophy he won was with Unai Emery's side.
Poet, unclench your fists, man.
What side did he inherit? No, because what is he talking about?
No,
What
no.
side did he inherit?
I know, but he's had... How
I've
many years
asked
has he
you a
been
question.
there?
What side did he inherit? Because you're trying to
It's
go
his fourth year
crazy.
now. December is his
He
fourth
said
year.
nothing but facts there,
Well,
you know.
I'm saying, right, a lot of people were quick to dismiss Eric Ten Hag, but Eric Ten Hag achieved in one season what Arteta's done.
Because he spent more money.
No, Arteta spent more.
No, you spent more money. You have to, you
Why is
spend more
everyone
money.
whiling?
What are you talking about? You're here talking your nonsense.
Boys, you're shouting at our guest.
Arteta spent £500 million.
We had to spend more. What are you doing?
No, but I'm saying Arteta and Ten Hag, you've both won one domestic cup.
Yeah.
You've both got top
That's
4
a
ones.
bad. I think that's a bad metric.
Die on this hill. Die on
Honestly, Andy,
Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just. These are facts, right?
I hear him loud and clear.
Andy,
you know,
would you
but
come back for top 10 disappointing players post Arsene Wenger?
Oh my God, I'd buy that ticket. I'd buy that ticket.
Well, that's the top 10. I'm going to count them down now. Number 10, Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 9, Angel Di Maria. Number 8, Harry Maguire. Number 7, Memphis Depay. Number 6, Casemiro. Number 5, Antony Martial. Number 4, Alexis Sanchez. Number 3, Jadon Sancho. Number 2, Antony. And number 1, Paul Labiel.
Oh, there's some quality in that list, though, isn't it?
I know. World class, man.
Filthy5.com. Subscribe to the channel, Spotify listeners. Thank you. Andy Goldstein, thank you so
Thanks
much.
for coming, man.
Thank you.
Drive time, Darren Bent.